Hello, hello. Welcome, beautiful souls. Hi. So, welcome, whether you are joining here live or watching a copy of the recording. I'm super excited to be in community with you. And so, we are going to start today with a brief sound bath and mindful breathing practice. And this practice is really designed to have you start to really lean into what peace looks like and feels like for you. And also to affirm that you are at ease. And what does that look like to invite in more ease as we actively protect our peace as women who help and heal? After our short practice, I'll be sharing about our upcoming Healers Retreat themed on protecting your peace in Bali next November 15th through 22nd, 2025. And so I'll share more about the retreat and you'll be able to ask any questions you may have about that. But first, let's get into our practice. And so I invite you to find a really comfortable position. Whatever position feels most comfortable for you. And as you make your way into this position, I invite you to close your eyes if that feels safe for you. You can also keep a low gaze, staring down at the tip of your nose. And so with your eyes closed or with a low gaze, just begin to notice your breath. Simply beginning to notice your natural pattern of breathing. And simply beginning to notice your inhales and your exhales. Just gently notice how the breath flows in and out without the need to constrict or control. And then as you continue to be here in your body and with your breath, I invite you to take a moment to affirm, I am safe. I am held. It is safe to be here in my body and with my breath. And as you continue to affirm this safety, maybe taking a moment to become even more intentional with your breathing, maybe taking longer and fuller inhales. Maybe you notice your belly starting to expand. Maybe you can take slower and more intentional exhales. Maybe allowing the body to begin to soften. Softening more deeply into the position that you chose. So as you begin this journey of softening and really being intentional with your breathing, I invite you to scan your body from the soles of your feet to the crown of your head, really noticing anything that may come up for you. Noticing feelings or sensations, and just noticing as you scan your body, as you really tune into your spirit, as you begin to release control of holding on to the thoughts that may arise. So simply notice whatever it is that begins to come up for you. And all I ask is that you do so without judgment. So noticing without judgment or expectation or explanation. allow the thoughts, feelings, or sensations to come and go. Being intentional about leaning into what serves you, what nourishes you, what resonates and what aligns with where you want to be. So as you continue to be here with your breath and notice anything that's coming up for you, I want you to lean into this affirmation. I am at ease. My body is relaxed and I am in control of my breath. I release physical tension and anxiety as I settle into the here and now. As I allow my body to soften, it feels good to be present. I am at ease. Take a moment to breathe that in. Exhale anything that comes against that truth. 2 more just like that. Inhale, I am at ease. Exhale anything that comes against that truth. 1 more, fill up. I am at ease. Exhale anything that comes against this truth. And as you gently return to your natural pattern of breathing, I'd love for you to take a moment to picture, to visualize, and to feel into what peace looks and feels like for you. As you begin the journey of really settling into the idea of protecting your peace, I believe it's important that you first understand, what does peace look like and feel like for you? And so beginning to really lean into that question. What does peace look and feel like for me? Continue to lean into this question. What does peace look like and feel like for me? Simply allowing whatever it is to come up and leaning into what resonates. So taking a few more moments to continue the journey of uncovering and noticing and being with and leaning into what peace looks like and feels like in your world. Knowing that your relationship with peace is sacred, but it's also an individual journey. So really noticing and feeling into the authenticity of what peace looks like and feels like for you. this vision for a few more moments. This vision of peace that you have for yourself, maybe taking a moment to press your hands against heart center and gently taking a moment to affirm, I am worthy of my peace. I am protecting my peace. I am peace. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, sigh it out. One more to seal those affirmations in. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. And wherever you are, holding that vision of peace that you have for yourself at the forefront of your heart and mind center, as you slowly and gently begin to make your way back into the room, inviting in whatever gentle movement that may feel good in your body, maybe wiggling through the fingers or the toes, maybe stretching the arms overhead. And then gently taking a moment to blink the eyes open if they were closed. And just taking a moment to look up and around the room first, and then up at the screen as you feel ready. All right. So I hope you had a beautiful moment leaning into what peace looks like and feels like for you. And I would love you to drop some of the things that may have come up for you in the chat. So what does peace look like and feel like for you? Drop what came up for you through that meditation as I get ready to pull up our slides to talk all about the Healers Retreat Bali. So drop in the chat, what did peace look like and feel like for you? For my friends who are watching a recording, maybe you write it down in your journal, but really curious to know. All right, and so let me pull up our slides for today. All right, and welcome again. Welcome, friends. All right, so we got some folks in the chat. It feels like ease and connection. Beautiful. How else are we feeling? Don't be shy. I see you on the call. What this piece look like and feel like for you? Maybe it was a color. Maybe it was, you were in a certain destination or doing a certain thing. Beautiful. Okay, in this moment, you felt stillness. Beautiful. And so keep sharing as I pull up our slides for today. Again, welcome. Super excited to share about our upcoming Healers Retreat in Bali, focused in on protecting your peace. I'm super excited. This will be our 4th Healers Retreat. I'm so excited. And so again, we are going to Bali, y'all. We are going to Bali in November. And again, it's all about protecting your peace. And so, the slides are a little. All right, so the work I do is rooted in taking a holistic approach to mental health, self-care, and business. I believe in a world where we all have the capacity to heal and return to wholeness through a holistic approach to our healing and everyday lives. And so I am a really big believer in taking a holistic approach to everything, but specifically our self-care and healing as women who help and heal. And so the reason I created the Healers Retreat is because as women who help and heal, we often put the needs of our clients and our communities above our own. I mean, we are constantly pouring and giving to others. And I'm a big believer that you can only take your clients and your communities as far as you have gone yourself. And so it is imperative, it is necessary that we as women who help and heal, that we pour back into our cups and we prioritize our self-care and well-being holistically. And the Healers Retreat is just one of the ways that you, as a woman who helps and heals, this is the way that you can intentionally pour into your cup and be held. Holding space for healers is such an honor, such an honor. And I'm so grateful to be able to hold space for so many beautiful souls. And quite frankly, the reason why I am so passionate about we as women who help and heal, prioritizing our self-care and well-being and pouring back into our cups is because I've been there. I've been a burnt out, depressed therapist and healer. I know what it's like to be super disconnected from your community, spiritually, physically. I know what it's like to feel like you're constantly pouring and giving. And I know what it's like to give and pour from an empty cup. It's not fun. I don't recommend it. And I've dedicated my career and the work that I do in the world to remind women who help and heal that you must prioritize your self-care and healing in order to truly make a difference. And so it's really from this newfound freedom, joy, and authenticity that I've been able to experience through my healing, through high functioning depression, through traumatic loss, through burnout. It's from this place that I create, and I have created the Healers Retreat. It is a place specifically for women who help and heal. And I wanted to create a retreat where we could be with other women, therapists, helpers, and healers, and not have to worry about the retreat guests, wanting us to then become their therapist, their healer, their helper. So this is a safe space for women who help and heal. And just like pouring into your cup is absolutely necessary, protecting your peace is also a part of that journey. Now more than ever, our community really needs to lean on our ability to hold space for peace. And so as our community really needs us, it's really important that we cultivate the skills and create the space and the time to create boundaries and to integrate practices that really nourish our souls and protect our peace. And so this is why I chose this focal point for this retreat. It's all about protecting your peace. And I have found that on this journey of protecting my own peace, that no matter what's happening in the world or my world, I'm able to cultivate a sense of calm amongst the chaos. And this is really what this retreat is about. How can we, as women who help and heal and lead our communities, how can we learn to not only engage in practices that protect our peace, but how can we create routines? How can we create the space and time? How can we create boundaries? And what does it actually look like to put protecting our peace into action? And so that's what we'll be leaning into for this retreat. These are all pictures of past retreats. And so we're celebrating 3 years of the Healers Retreat. Bali will be our 4th. And so a few of the places we've gone before. Our first retreat was in Belize in February 2022, and that was focused in on cultivating joy. We then, and these are a couple pictures from our experience in Belize. You can see I still use this bowl if you've been on retreat with me before. And it was all about cultivating joy. And what does it mean to cultivate a rhythm of joy as women who help and heal? And then we were in Tulum, nourishing our souls. And so this was April of 2023. We were really leaning into what it means to nourish our souls as women who help and heal. And these are a few pictures. We have our fire release ceremony, which we do for all of our retreats, some interactive workshops, and of course, sound baths. And then this year we were in Costa Rica, Manuel Antonio, and that theme was all about embodying joy. And it was such a beautiful experience. I think one of my favorite parts was seeing the monkeys and the sloths. And here are a few pictures from our time in Costa Rica. So our beach day, and we had a beach day sound bath. It was beautiful, rooftop yoga, our opening circle and sound bath ceremony, all the fun. And now we are getting ready for our 4th Healers Retreat in Bali, November 2025. And it's all about protecting your peace. And so here are just a couple of things to look forward to in Bali, the 2 towers that we're going to visit, and our private beach day, which is a part of the schedule. And so the Healers Retreat is really grounded in the idea that we can take a holistic approach to self-care. And so the way that we do that through the Healers Retreat is we honor the physical through yoga and nutritious meals. We honor the energetic layer through breath work and sound baths. We honor the emotional layer through journaling, introspection, sister circles, and even some of the workshops. We honor the mental through excursions, experiences, and workshops, and you get up to 10 CEs. We honor the spiritual layer through our release ceremony and just being together in community. And we honor the communal layer. I think the whole retreat honors the communal layer, being in community with like-hearted, intentional women who help and heal. And so what you can expect on the Healers Retreat are gentle yoga practices, breath work, and sound baths. We will have a release ceremony, sister circles, and workshops. You'll also have a beach day. I have a beach day for all of my retreats. A beach day. I love the beach, y'all. Cultural experiences and group excursions. And so one of the really cool cultural experiences that we will have in Bali is we get to visit Tu Temple. So we get a tour of the temple. And so here is a tentative overview of the retreat schedule. And so this is an 8-day retreat. So an 8-day luxury retreat in Bali, protecting your peace. Day 1, we usually have our opening ceremony and our opening dinner. And as you have questions, please drop them in the chat or the Q&A box. I forgot to mention that. Day 2, we'll have a morning yoga and breathwork practice. We'll have breakfast. We'll have time in the day for photo sessions, relaxation, integration, and then we'll have our intention setting circle and dinner. Day 3, we start to explore. We have our beach day, and we'll also have an evening sound bath after dinner. Day 4, we have our group excursion, and then there'll be some time after the excursion for relaxation and integration. We will have a dinner and an evening healer circle. Day 5, we'll again start with our morning practice. We'll have a healer circle and dinner. Day 6, we'll start with another practice, have our meals. So day 6 is truly a day for exploration. We'll have another group excursion that day. And then day 7, we start to wind it down. No morning practice, really giving you time for relaxation and integration. Also time to do your solo photo shoots. We'll have our closing circle, fire release ceremony and celebration. And our last day, day 8, is our farewell. We'll have a opening morning practice followed by breakfast. And then we will pack and say farewell and head to the airport. And so it's going to be 8 days full of protecting your peace in luxury. And so I want to just show you a little sneak peek of where we're going to be staying. We'll be staying in Soulshine, Bali. And when you go to the website, which I'll drop a link in the chat, and you'll also be able to see it in the follow-up email, there is a video of the retreat space. It is gorgeous. It is beautiful. And I'm so excited. And so here's just a sneak peek of what some of the rooms look like. I love a neutral. I love this. And so it's truly a luxurious boho retreat styled retreat. And then the meals at Soulshine Bali are nourishing, they are tasty, they are filling, and your meals are included in the retreat. The only meals that aren't included are when we go off site and we're doing a group excursion, but most of your meals are included. And so in addition to that beautiful 8-day stay in that beautiful location, your meals, the excursions, you get some really cool bonuses when you join the Healers Retreat. The first bonus is a welcome call and practice. So before we head to Bali, we'll have a group welcome call. We will get to know each other. I'll guide you through a practice. And then you also get a group check-in 30 days after the retreat. And so I really love to be able to continue the community and fostering community amongst the women on retreat. And so we'll have a follow-up group check-in call 1 month after the retreat. You also get individual photo shoots. Yes, every participant gets an individual photo shoot session, and that is included in your retreat enrollment. And in addition to that, you also get group photos and all these beautiful photos that you're seeing from past retreats. You also have the ability to have some keepsakes as well. You get discounts on future retreats and a welcome gift. And one of the welcome gifts that you will get on this retreat is your own Protect Your Peace affirmation card deck and some other really cool goodies as well. There will be a private WhatsApp chat for current retreat attendees, and there's up to 10 CEs available for the Protect Your Peace Bali Retreat. And so we are approved from the Georgia Board of All Counseling Licenses, and we are working to get these CEs for the retreat also approved through NBCC. And in addition to all of that, you receive 1 year access to the Holistic Healing Circle, which is my membership for women who help heal and lead. And so in this membership, you get a library of over 100 videos and practices from workshops, sound baths, breathwork, meditation, and yoga. And each month within this membership, you get new live practices. So we have a monthly healers circle where we connect and talk about the month's theme. You have live practices. So similar to how we started our call today with a breath work, our mindful breathing and sound bath practice. And you also get a monthly coaching call on the theme. So anything from, how to prioritize your healing, how to integrate holistic practices into your work, how to grow and expand your business. All of this is included in the Holistic Healing Circle membership, and you get 1 year access completely free by joining the Healers Retreat. And so let's talk a little bit about what's included. So your boutique accommodations at a world-class resort center. You get your 3 meals a day, but lunch is excluded on excursion days. And so that's when we can eat off-site. There is a cultural dinner with traditional dancing, airport transfers, temple tour, a beach day, and some unique bonuses. And we talked about that already. What's not included is your round trip airfare, travel insurance, but it's also required. Your passport, optional activities. So any excursions or spa services are not included, but you can add them on. Lunches outside of the group excursions and transportation outside of the group activities are not included. And so a gentle reminder that you receive a $350 discount when you join by December 12th, and this discount is automatically applied. And so your remaining balance for the double occupancy room, and that's 2 people in a room, that is $4,900 with a deposit of $500, right? And so the remaining balance due would be $4,900. Subtract your deposit, the remaining balance will be $4,400, and we create or curate customized payment plans for the single room. And we have 1 single room left. The remaining balance after the discount is $6,150, and you have a deposit of $500. Again, all of these options have a curated payment plan. So as soon as you submit your deposit, my admin reaches out and you all curate a payment plan together. We also have financing options through Klarna and ShopPay as well. And so a few frequently asked questions. We talked about what's included. Additional expenses are your flights, travel insurance, and optional add-ons like spa services and meals outside of the retreat center. Where do you fly into? You fly into Denpasar International Airport. Do you need a visa for Bali? You do not. Where can you exchange money? We recommend bringing a debit card to use at the ATM upon arrival or coming with cash. Can you drink the water? So similar to Mexico, you cannot drink the water from tap, but the resort provides filtered water, so you won't have to worry about that. And bottled water is also provided when we go out on excursions. There is Wi-Fi on site, and you will need an adapter, and you can use Type C or Type F adapters. When you enroll and when you join the retreat, we also send out a packing list with links to these kinds of things as well, so you don't have to overthink it. All right, so thank y'all for hanging in there with me. If you have questions, please drop them in the chat. I know a few of you had to hop off early, no worries, but I want to take a moment to bring up a couple of our past retreat attendees Shalonda and Diana have joined me on retreat. I believe Shalonda was with me in Costa Rica and Mexico, and Diana was with me in Mexico. And I would love for them to share their experience with you all about being on the Healers Retreat, and more importantly, how they're actively promoting or practicing protecting their peace in this season. Sorry, I was trying to promote them to panel while talking. All right, so bring them up. All right, let me stop my share. All right, hello. Hi, Shalonda. Hey, Diana, how are y'all? Oh, wait, say something.
Hello.
Oh, there we go. I can hear you. Hey, Danielle. And Danielle was in Mexico with us. Danielle, you're joining us for Bali. I believe. I'm so excited that you're joining us for Bali. All right. So, Shalonda, Diana, can you take a moment to just briefly introduce yourselves to the folks and just share a little bit about who you are and what you do in the world?
You want to go first, Shalonda?
I'll go first. So I'm Shalonda. I'm a social worker. I'm licensed in Massachusetts and Connecticut. I have a group practice here, and it's growing into a yoga business apparently. So we're building a new office that has a yoga studio in it too, thanks to the insistence of my friends like Diana and Linnea. So that's what I do.
Can't wait.
And my name is Diana. I'm a social worker and I practice in Florida, New York, and Georgia. And I have a small group practice, and I'm primarily working with women of color with infertility and racial trauma.
Yes, I love that. Well, thank you all for being on the call today to share about your experience in the Healers Retreat and also how you actively protect your peace. And so the first thing I would love for you all to share about is, what does protecting your peace look like and feel like for you?
For me, I think protecting my peace just means finding stillness. I think as a healer or a social worker, we're oftentimes just giving and moving. But protecting my peace just means finding stillness and doing practices or engaging in practices that nourish me and cause me to feel re-energized. Also, I think protecting my peace looks like being safe in community with people that nurture and pour into me as well, so I don't have to do all of that work. So yeah.
I love that. Thank you for sharing.
Right. I think the same. I think having a really safe community where I can be myself and show up authentically is really helpful. And I think all the practices and the way my life moves now, it's so zen. Like the world is burning down around me, and I'm just so zen and calm all the time. So um, I think doing meditation, doing yoga, having such a strong community really helps keep me centered and anchored. And there's just like this internal fortitude and zenness that is stronger. It's been made stronger by like my connection to this community. So
Yes, I love that. And I think you touch on a really good point, Shalonda. No matter what's happening, the world could be on fire. If you have cultivated that internal sense of calm and peace within, you can navigate the chaos of life. And I love that you shared some of the practices that help you protect your peace. And so, Diana, I'm curious, what practices help you to actively protect your peace?
I think like yoga. I've been doing a lot of yoga nidra recently, and it just like is like a changer. It's like sleep and just how I move about the world and just restorative in so many ways.
Yeah.
Journaling is super impactful, and meditation causes a stillness and a connection with my inner voice that in a way that's very different. And doing it more regularly, to Shalana's point, it really insulates you from all that's going, like the hellfire that's going on around us, for sure.
That's real. That is absolutely real. And I love that you both have a blend of practices that you love to integrate. And I think that's an important point to point out. It's like you have to have different things within your toolbox to actively protect your peace. And I'm grateful that we're able to integrate these different practices on the Healers Retreat. And in Bali, can't wait. And so, as past retreat attendees, and Shalonda, I know you're coming with us to Bali too. Can you share with the folks, what was your biggest takeaway from the Healers Retreat? Like, why would you recommend not someone, why would you recommend a woman who helps in heels join us on the Healers Retreat?
For me, I think it's like multiple days of just stopping and pouring into yourself, and it's protected time. And the community, everyone is just like so beautiful and kind and like just so like positive, right? And they pour into you. So you have this space where you can marry stillness and pour it into yourself in the community. And although you don't know everyone, it just seems like everyone's spirits align.
Mm, I love that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the community is really like otherworldly. Like, you go on this vacation, this trip with people that you're with for 5 or 6 days, and then there's like this connection to them that, lasts forever. And people are like supports and help each other and share resources. And to Diana's point, just the connection, it just is like a lot of alignment. Like the support and the way we talk to each other and the way we hold each other and the things we process and just the safety of the space. And I don't know, it's like it's a spiritual experience, and it's hard to put into words, but it's a really life-changing, life-altering kind of experience and connection that we have.
I love that. Oh, I'm just so grateful for the community that I've cultivated over the last several years. Y'all truly make life a beautiful thing. So thank you for so much for being a part of my community. Um, and I'm curious, what was your favorite moment of the retreat or retreats that you joined?
For me, I love the releasing ceremony. Like that just did something for me. Like I felt like all the work that we had poured in the sister circles and then the individual integration. I got a chance to just release the stuff that wasn't serving me and the stuff that I wanted to leave into room and kind of just like refreshed or caused like this renewed spirit to come over me.
Right. Um, I have a lot of favorite memories. Like I think some of the things I've done on these retreats are things I wouldn't have done previously. So I always remember the what's that called when you go through the forest and the things
Zip lining.
lining and
Yeah.
the ATVing. I wouldn't have done such adventurous things by myself, but doing it with everybody else was so fun. It was such everybody was so encouraging, and I look back on those pictures and I'm like hanging upside down, going through the. I'm like, oh my goodness, who am I even? Like, what is even happening? Um, and the
Yes.
release ceremonies also are really powerful. Like I think about the release ceremony we had in Costa Rica and like singing, dancing together. And it's like a core memory. It's like a lifetime memory. So it's a really special time.
Yes, that was a good one. That was a good after release ceremony party. We were jamming to Whitney. Oh, well, thank you all so much for sharing your favorite experience or your highlights. Is there anything else that you would share to a woman who was thinking about joining us on retreat? Anything else you might want to share?
Just gift yourself the opportunity. It's a way to pour into yourself in a way that you're not maybe not have an opportunity to do at home or with other trips. We're always, no matter who we're with, can I talk to you about this? There's none of that there. There is, let's heal together. So that would be, to me, the most important part of why you should go.
I love that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's just such a wonderful opportunity. It's not just like a vacation or a retreat or a learning experience. It's a real opportunity to like learn more about yourself and to push yourself a little bit and to connect more deeply with like the practices and nature and other people. Like my relationship to nature now is like so, I feel a little irritated. I'm like, oh, I need to go outside. I have to touch a tree, like it's
Yes.
it's such a different thing and that peace radiates. So when the world is burning down, and you have wild things that are happening, and you anticipate like, oh, my clients are going to have like emergencies. No, they're all zen too. They're all very zen, and everybody like is like, everybody's crying and being crazy at work, and I'm just like, I don't get paid enough for that. And it just is beautiful
Mm.
to see how like when we really do take care of ourselves and we're in our energy, it translates. Other people learn that, and then it's like a community thing. So yeah, it's a investment to.
Yes, I love that. Ooh, peace radiates. That was a whole word right there. And thank you so much, Diana and Shalonda, for sharing about your experience. I am so grateful to just have you as part of the community, and also grateful to have you join past and future Healers Retreats. And so I just want to thank you so much for your time. Thank you for sharing your experience. And I can't wait to see y'all soon in another capacity. All right, how do I? Bye, y'all. Let's see. I always forget how to make this. Here we go. Change role to attendee. All right, change. All right, there we go. Awesome. Well, again, thank y'all so much for joining me for that practice and for this info session about the Healers Retreat. I want to take a moment to see if there are any additional questions that you may have. A copy of this recording, along with everything that you need to know about joining the Healers Retreat in Bali, will be sent to you via email. And I'll also drop the link in the chat. Remember, you receive $350 off when you join by December 12th. We curate payment plans. We have financing available through Klarna and ShopPay. We are committed to making this an accessible experience for women who help and heal. And so I'm going to comb through. Yeah, so the recording will be emailed to you, and also the recording will be on the sales page as well. All right, I don't think I see any other questions. If there are no other questions, I'll also include our retreat coordinator's direct email. So if any other questions come up for you about joining the retreat, I will drop her email as well. And if there are no other questions, thank you so much for being in community. Thank you for being here live. Thank you for watching the recording. And I cannot wait to be in Bali, actively protecting our peace in community with beautiful, like-hearted, and like-minded women who help and heal. I will see you soon. Sending you all so much love. See y'all.